Okay, and now we're ready to get started. Thank you for your patience. I had a little technical difficulty this morning. My name is Laverne Fletcher. I'll be conducting the roll call hearings as the board's agent. There are 3 cases on the calendar today. First case is Relva. This is case number 24PRO00030. MJ Jennings Enterprises LLC, 311 H Street Northwest, license number ABRA 127296. This is the retailer class MC new medical cannabis retailer application. My name is Laverne Fletcher, conducting the roll call hearing as the board's agent. Is anyone present on behalf of ANC 6E?
Good morning. I am Dale Prince, Commissioner Dale Prince, representing 6E.
Thank you, Mr. Prince. If you would spell your name for the court reporter, please.
First name Dale, Delta Alpha Lima Echo. Last name Prince, Papa Romeo, India, November, Charlie Echo.
Thank you. And I'd like to tell everyone, if you're going to speak, before you do so, if you would state your name so that the court reporter knows who's speaking. Thank you, Mr. Prince. Is the ANC does have standing as a protestant. That is, ANC 6E does have standing as a protestant. Is anyone present on behalf of the Sonata Condominium Association?
Yes, Santina Rocca, Vice
Thank
Chair
you,
of the
Ms.
board.
Thank you. If you would spell your name for the record, please.
Sure. S as in Sam, A-N-T-I-N-A, and my surname Rocca, R-O-C-C-A.
Thank you very much. I'm going to spell Sonata for the court reporter. That's the Sonata Condominium Association. Sonata is spelled S-O-N-A-T-A. Miss Sonata, Miss Roca, I'm sorry. Miss Roca, the regulations at this point, the code at this point only allows for the ANC to file a protest. ANCs only can file a protest against medical cannabis applications at this time. I would like to give you the code so that you may take a look at that. That'll be DC official code 7-1671-05, section 18C. That's the medical cannabis program, and there are other references to the fact that only ANCs can file protests at this point, but this generally will explain it, and there's other information under DC official code that might be of use or interest to you going forward. Did you have any questions, Ms. Roca?
Yes, and I think Dale also has a question. I know there may be others that are representing our board here. Ooh, now there's like a lot of feedback. There is, I'm a little confused with that because I understood that we did have standing. So I wanted to try to better understand what is the distinction. And I don't know if that's Dale's comment as well, but I will, I obviously will go look at this, but I am a little bit confused.
Okay, Mr. Prince, was your question going to be the same or?
No, my question, I believe it's relevant. Thank you for recognizing me. And I'm aware of the Sonata Board's protest. I also signed it because I am a member of the board. And we had 5 unit owners sign that protest. And it was my understanding that with 5 neighbors from an abutting property, this would give that group standing so that even if the Sonata condominium cannot be recognized, they would have standing by virtue of being a group of 5. Although I did not put my name down as a representative, I did sign the letter. There were the 5 members of the board, and we followed the instructions on the ABCA website about how to lodge a protest, which did include owners from abutting properties. And I did not know that in DC code, the code that you cited, stated that only ANCs will have standing. So is there is the guidance that we followed on filing protests? I would mention parenthetically that we could not find a cannabis specific guidance on filing protests. So we used the alcohol protest guidance on the ABCA website. Over.
Exactly. And so that's exactly right, Mr. Prince. What 25601 is what you referenced in terms of how to file a protest. That was related to alcohol licenses. The medical cannabis licenses are different right now. And so if this were a liquor license and not a medical cannabis application, then what you said might very well apply. But under the medical cannabis code, at this time, only ANCs can file protests.
Yes, but that information is not easily available to the public because it is not posted on the ABCA website.
I know.
There are instructions there. So I have to object to that. It seems unfair to only list instructions for filing an alcohol protest when the cannabis instructions, which differ, are buried in code. And here we have a party of 5 that followed the instructions in good faith, and yet our protest as unit owners in the Sonata is being disqualified.
The board's agent does not have the authority to make any other decision other than what I'm making today, and that is that under, as I mentioned, DC Official Code 7, 1671.05, only ANCs are able to file protests at this time. But what you can do, Mr. Prince, upon receipt of the board order, well, actually, the ANC is granted standing, so I'm really speaking to you, Ms. Roca. Upon receipt of the board's order dismissing the protest for the reason that I just stated, you may seek reinstatement of your protest. If you like, you'll have 10 days to do that, and the board will respond to your request for reinstatement. But at this point, only advisory neighborhood commissions have standing to file a protest for medical cannabis applications.
And for medical cannabis application, obviously I'm not familiar with this code, so I will go take a look at this. Does that also cover the safe space lounge aspect of this?
Yes, it does. Anything else I can clarify for you, Ms. Roca? And also, I should tell you that if you have any additional questions about the medical cannabis program, I can tell you who to contact.
Okay,
that would be helpful.
Yeah, that would be helpful. Thank you.
You can contact Jonathan Berman. I'll spell that for you. Jonathan Berman is an assistant general counsel. I will give you his email address. His name is going to be jonathan.berman@dc.gov. And I'll spell Jonathan Berman for you and for the record. Jonathan is spelled Jonathan. The last name is Berman, Berman, @dc.gov. Mr. Berman is our subject matter expert on the medical cannabis program.
So it sounds like this code or these rules have severely restricted a lot of our rights as DC residents and the impact on us. So I will definitely take a look at that.
Yes, and you'll get attention also, Ms. Roca, to bring that to the attention of the board as well, upon receipt of the order.
I will also welcome if any other fellow board members that I know are here on the call, if they have other questions or comments, feel free to add them as well for the Sonata board. Sorry.
And if those members are present, if you would please state your name and spell them for the record. If anyone else is present from Ms. Roca's group.
This is Chandra Hampton. I'm a board member at Sonata. I don't specifically have questions just yet, but I would like for the record to state that I'm in attendance. And I'm happy to spell my name if it's necessary.
Thank you.
Yes. First name is Chandra, C like Charlie, H like Harry, A like Apple, N like Nancy, D like David, R, A like Apple. Last name Hampton, H like Harry, A, M like Mary, P like Paul, T like Tom, O, N like Nancy.
Thank you, Ms. Hampton.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Okay. The next protestant in this matter is Abbas Fati. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but is that person present today?
Yes, it is correct. I'm here.
Okay, thank you. Yep. I'll let you state your name and spell it for the record.
My name is Abbas Fati, which is spelled as ABBAS. That's Apple, Boy, Apple, Sam. Last name is Fati, which is F as Frank, A Apple, T as Tom, H-I.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Fati. You heard what I mentioned related to the protest filed by the condominium association. Do you have any that would apply to you as well?
Yeah, I mean, I listened to it. Yes, I'm over.
Yes, and so do you have any questions about it? I can restate it if you like.
No. So does that mean that, there is nothing I can do? I just have to listen, right?
Well, no, if you have any statement that you'd like to make, you can. I quoted the code that references the fact that only ANCs have standing to file protests right now, and that you will also receive a board order dismissing your protest for that reason. You will also have an opportunity to respond to that board order within 10 days. Explaining to the board anything you like to explain or anything that you would like to say.
Okay, thank you.
And I provided the name of our Assistant General Counsel, who's the subject matter expert on medical cannabis. Did you get his name as well?
Yes, I will get it from Mr. Prince later on if I miss something.
Thank you. The protest in this issue or adverse impact on peace, order, and quiet. Is anyone who's present on behalf of Relva again, please?
Hello, my name is Marcus Jennings, Marcus Jennings. I'm the owner of the company.
Thank you, Mr. Jennings. Is anyone else present with you today?
Yes, I have two of my partners behind me. Would you like them to introduce themselves as well?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
I'm ready.
My name is Daniel Sims, DANIEL SIMS.
Thank you, Mr. Sims.
Thank you. And my name is Pat Welch, PATRICK, Patrick, and Welch, WELCH.
Thank you, Mr. Welsh. Okay, and so we have one protestant in this matter that has been granted standing, ANC 6E. Mr. Jennings, Sims, or Welch, do you have any questions about anything I've said so far?
Not
I
at this
don't.
time?
No.
Thank you. The roll call hearing in the matter of Relva is concluded, but this is the public hearing. Feel free to stay on the line if you like. The next case on the calendar is Mr. Nice Guys. This is case number 24PRO00028, Power of Plans LLC, 1470 Church Street Northwest, license number ABRA 126755. This is a retailer class MC new medical cannabis application. The protest issues are adverse impact on peace, order, and quiet. My name is Laverne Fletcher, conducting the roll call hearing as the board's agent. Is anyone present on behalf of Mr. Nice Guys?
Good morning, Ms. Fletcher. Yes, my name is John McGowan, counsel for Mr. Nice Guys. JOHNMCGOWAN.
Thank you, Mr. McGowan. Is anyone present with you today?
No, it's just me today.
Just you today. Okay. Is anyone present on behalf of ANC2F? Is anyone present on behalf of ANC2F?
Ms. Fletcher, if I may, we did sign a settlement agreement over the weekend, and ANC Commissioner Florio emailed counsel for ABCA withdrawing the protest. I'm not sure if you, that just happened this late yesterday, so.
Okay, thank you, Mr. McGowan. That just has not worked its way to me yet. And
Yeah.
so what I'll do for the purpose of the roll call hearing, I'm going to dismiss ANC2F because they're not present, but that doesn't change the status of the settlement agreement and what's going to happen next. But for today, I have to make a decision based on what's happening today. And I haven't seen the settlement agreement or the withdrawal yet. I will see it at some point, but thanks for letting me know. And so I've made a note of that. Mr. McGowan, so there'll be a board order that'll probably go out dismissing the ANC because they weren't present today, but what happens next doesn't change. The board looks at the settlement agreement, reviews it for approval.
Understood. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The roll call hearing in the matter of Mr. Nice Guys is concluded. Mr. Goen, thank you for coming.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Okay, you too. Thank you. The next case on the calendar is Green Theory. This is case number 24PRO00033, Sequential LLC, 4828 MacArthur Boulevard Northwest, first floor. License number ABRA 126813. This is a retailer class MC for a new medical cannabis application. My name is Laverne Fletcher, conducting the roll call hearing as the board's agent. The protest issues in this case are adverse impact on peace, order, and quiet. Is anyone here on behalf of the establishment, on behalf of Green Theory?
Hi, I'm here, Jonathan Crandall, owner of Green Theory, JONATHANCRANDALL.
Thank you, Mr. Crandall. We have a group of 5 or more. Who is the designated representative for this group? Is that person present?
Ms. Fletcher, my name is Christina Adams. I believe Caroline Wolverton, who is our designated representative, had provided my name and information to you. I'm here today on behalf of Ms. Wolverton and the 5+ protestants.
Okay, Christina, could you spell your name for the record, please?
Sure. It's CHRISTINA, and the last name is Adams, ADAMS.
Okay, thank you very much. There are other members of the group present today?
Correct. We also have, and if you need them to speak, they can, but I see them on the WebEx. We have Christina Wedeking.
Excuse me, Ms. Adams, give me 1 second. I see somebody's hand raised. Mr. Prince, are you still here?
I am. I can wait until the conclusion, but I would just say I expected to receive dates for status hearing, mediation, and protests, and I just wanted to make sure there was no oversight.
Thank you. So Mr. Prince, just for the court reporter, Mr. Prince is with the Relva case, the first case that I called. Mr. Prince, thank you for staying on the line to get those dates. I'm going to take a moment and give you those dates right now. And then I'll pass them along to the applicant. The date for the status hearing is April the 24th at 10:30 a.m. April 24th, 2024 at 10:30 a.m. The date for the protest hearing is May 22nd, 2024 at 1:30. And Mr. Prince, we also need to set a date for mediation, but what I'm going to do, instead of giving you that date now, I'm going to run some dates by you later on this morning, you and the applicant at the same time.
Thank you, Ms. Fletcher.
Thank you very much for staying on the line. Thank you. I'm going to recall the case of Green Theory, pick up where I left off with Christina Adams. You were about to tell me that there are some other people present from your group. If you would have those individuals state their names and spell them for the record, please.
Sure. Christina Wedeking. Christina, are you prepared to state your name for the record?
Certainly. Christina, Christina. Last name M as in Mary, Uedeking. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, and next we have John Fagan. John, are you prepared to state your name for the record?
Yes, John Fagan, spelling John, F as in France, Agan. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And next we have Lucy Martinez Sullivan.
Lucy, if you would spell your name for the record, please.
Okay. If Lucy is not prepared right now, I'll move on to our next.
But Miss Adams, she is present though.
She is, absolutely. I see her right here on the WebEx. I can spell her name.
So what's her name again?
It's Lucy, Lucy. And Martinez, Martinez, Sullivan, Sullivan.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. And then next we have Sarah Shaw.
Hi, Sarah Shaw, SarahShaw.
Thank you, Ms. Shaw.
Yep.
Okay. And next we have Michelle Fagan.
Hi, Michelle Fagan, and that is spelled Michelle, F as in Frank, Agan as in Nancy. Thank you.
And we also have Maya Salome.
Ms. Sullivan.
Maya?
Ms. Sullivan, are you going to state your name and spell it for the record?
I'm sorry, Ms. Fletcher. I'm actually referring to another member now. Her name is Maya Salome. And I can spell her name for you. She is in attendance.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, it's Maya, Maya.
Mm-hmm.
And her last name is Salame. M-E-H.
S-A.
L-A.
Uh-huh.
M-E-H.
Thank you.
Great, thank you.
Anyone else? Ms. Adams?
Well, we have other people from our group. Their names are not on the protest letter, but I'm happy to introduce them.
Well, did they sign the protest letter?
No.
Okay, there's no need for them to introduce themselves.
Okay, great.
But everybody that signed the protest letter has been introduced?
Well, we don't have all present, but we have at least 5. So we have
So
10.
so for the record that we're trying to create, Ms. Adams, we're trying to create a record to reflect everyone who's present today. But the individuals who did not sign the protest letters, we don't need to know their names. But if there's anybody else here today that signed the protest letter, you or they can tell me who they are.
Sure. No, I've explained to you all the names
Okay.
who have signed it. Sure.
Okay. Thank you. Ms. Adams, will you be the designated representative from this point going forward, or will it still be Caroline Wolverton?
Will still be Caroline Wolverton. I'm here today on her behalf because she could not make the meeting, but she is the designated representative.
I'm going to spell her name for the record. What I have is Caroline, Caroline, Wolverton, which is Wolverton. Is that correct?
It is. Thank you.
Thank you. So, Ms. Adams, you've heard what happened in the prior cases related to who can be a protestant. I'm going to restate it here because each record has to be individual. At the present time, only advisory neighborhood commissions can file protest, which means that the group of 5 or more is dismissed. I have the code for you to reference, and I have the name of the Assistant General Counsel in our office if you have any additional questions about that.
Ms. Fletcher, I do have a question about process. You had noted that the group of 5 is dismissed. Is this something that the ABC board voted on previously?
It's a regulation. It's a regulation. It's gone through the city council. It's not the most recent. There are other regulations, but so no, it's not just something that the board voted on.
Okay, but did the board vote on it at all? To dismiss us as protestants?
No,
I'm just trying to understand.
No, so I am the board's agent. I am the board's agent. So I am making this decision on behalf of the board. And so the protest is dismissed. But what you will be able to petition the board for reinstatement if you would like upon receipt of the board order. But as the board's agent, I am making the decision on behalf of the board today.
Okay, so you're making the decision. That's what I was trying to figure out is who at ABC made the decision that we were not protestants.
That would be the board's agent. But upon the issuance of the board order dismissing the protest for the reasons that I've stated, you would petition the board for reconsideration of the decision made today that the board would vote on.
Okay. And you had mentioned the DC Council legislation.
Yeah, that's the DC official code that I referenced earlier, which I'm going to give to you. It's on our website. You can look it up. It's
okay,
new.
Could you just state it for the record?
Yeah,
sorry.
Sure.
Thanks.
I'm ready. Were you ready?
I am.
Okay, that's going to be a DC official code 7-1 1671. I'm sorry, yeah, it's not a dash. It's 7-1671.05. I'm sorry.
Okay.
That's section 18C. Ms. Adams, did you need me to state that code again? I stated it over and again. I'm not sure if you got it.
I think I have it. Is it 7-1671.05?
Yes.
Section 18C.
Okay, you got it. Thank
So
you.
if I could, Ms. Fletcher, because I know this is for the record, I looked at this code and we will bring it to the attention of Mr. Berman and the board. But I think it's important to note for the record that there is nothing in the legislation prohibits ABCA from giving DC residents the right to protest cannabis applications. So I know you're the agent and we
Well,
appreciate.
actually, yeah,
Yeah.
there is. When you speak with Jonathan Berman, you can get additional information. There is. Did you write down section 18C as well?
We did, and that prohibits ABCA from giving the same protest rights to DC residents.
There are different regulations in different places. There have been some emergency legislation. So some things, this is sort of evolving, but at the present time, only advisory neighborhood commissions can file a protest. When you contact Jonathan Berman, he can provide you with additional information. But if you look at section 18C of the code that you just wrote, you will see it. You will see a reference to it.
Yeah, we'll follow up with the board and Mr. Berman.
Yeah, so he can provide you with some additional information and maybe even some additional citations related to that. But at the present time, only ANCs can file a protest. And I know it's not easy to find in the regulations, but it's there.
No, we actually found, so we're familiar with the DC code and we're familiar with the ABCA regulations. And our point is that the DC code gives ABCA, it says you can set up the protest framework to involve ANCs, but it does not prohibit ABCA from giving protest rights to DC residents, which have been done for alcohol applicants. And so I just want to state for the record, which again, we'll follow up with Mr. Berman, that there is nothing prohibiting ABCA from giving protest rights to DC residents.
And I understand 100% what you're saying.
Okay.
And when if you decide to seek reinstatement of your protest, you can make that point to the ABC board. I do understand what you're saying.
Thank you, Ms. Fletcher.
You're very welcome. Does any other member of the group have any questions or concerns? Okay. Mr. Crandall, do you have any questions?
I do not.
Okay, well, if there's no one else here I need to speak with, I see a lot of names or initials here. I just want to make sure before I conclude for today that there's no one else that needs to speak with me about anything.
May I jump in again just for a second?
Who's speaking now?
Dale Prince,
Mr.
going
Prince,
back to the
can you
Relva case.
hold on for 1 second, Mr. Prince. Ms. Adams, if there are no more questions from you and there are no more from Mr. Crandall, I'll go ahead and conclude the roll call hearing in the matter of green theory.
So before you do, I just want to confirm next steps. So our next step is that we can appeal this to the ABC board and to the general counsel. I just want to make sure.
So the next step is that the board will issue an order dismissing the protest because only ANCs can file a protest at the present time. When you receive that board order, it'll tell you that you have 10 days from the date of receipt of the order to request reinstatement of the protest if you would like to do that.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Anything else, Miss Adams?
I don't believe so. Thank you.
Okay, well, thank you for coming, and thank everyone for coming today.
Thank you.
We'll see what happens next. Okay, I'll conclude the roll call hearing in the matter of green theory. Have a nice day, everyone.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm recalling the case of Relva. Mr. Prince.
Just one very small point for the record. When you asked the signatories of the protest from the Sonata board to self-identify, I did not speak up because I am a signatory, but I had already stated that in a previous comment. But I wanted it to be clear that there are 3 of the 5 signatories present in this meeting. And so
Right, are they still present right now? If they are, they can state their names.
They are. No, they have already self-identified. We had Santina Rocca, Chandra Hampton, and I also was a signatory to that letter, but
Okay, so then I have everybody.
Good. Thank you.
Okay. Well, thanks again, Mr. Prince, for staying on the line to clear that up. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Okay. The matter of Relva is concluded again, and that was Dale Prince from Advisory ANC 6C speaking. The hearings for today are concluded.